first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is YUNIATIKA. You can call me Yuni for a simple. And today I will take you to Taman Mini Indonesia Indah as your tour guide. Also, I will tell you a little information about history of Taman Mini Indonesia Indah. I hope you enjoy this trip, and so let's go! Taman Mini Indonesia Indah has a mascot. Well, this is the mascot. And the mascot of Taman Mini Indonesia Indah was chosen from one of the characters in Ramayana legend, namely the Hanuman. Hanuman is the son of God who has a calling, namely Bayasiwi, Hanayapati, Kapiwara, Ramadayapati, Senggana, and Anjani Putra. Hanuman is one of the puppet characters called Nitra or Anjani Putra. Nitra is in the form of a mighty white monkey, has a prominent personality such as struggling to defend and uphold the truth selflessly, is adept at diplomacy so that he is trusted as an ambassador. The mascot of Taman Mini Indonesia Indah was officially used in 1991, right at the age of Taman Mini Indonesia Indah, with the inauguration carried out by Ma'am Tin Soeharto. Indonesia Indah is an idea from Ma'am Siti Hartina, or known as Ma'am Tin Soeharto, who wants to make a miniature that contains all Indonesian features and various Indonesian cultures. This idea emerged in a meeting held at Cendana Street number 8, Jakarta on March 13, 19, and 17. The Taman Mini development process doesn't work as intended. Ma'am Tin Soeharto idea was strongly opposed from various circles. This project is considered a lighthouse project that is too ambitious and burdens the state budget with a cost of 10.5 billion rupiah. Protests against this development project are in various regions like Yogyakarta, Bandung, Surabaya, and Jakarta. There were several activists who opposed, namely Arif Budiman, Yusuf A.R., Ferus, and Haji Prince, who had been detained by the command of the security recovery operation. There was even bloody process that took place in front of the Secretariat of Taman Mini Indonesia Indah, located on Matraman Raya Street. In addition, the compensation process for the settlements of the residents whose area were affected didn't run properly. This development took up 150 hectares and affected 300 families in the Lubang Buaya, Halim Perdana Kusuma, Ceger, and Bambu Apus village in East Jakarta. Ma'am Tin Soeharto didn't budget from the various protests. He said that one step would not be delayed, with various polemics that occurred. This project was finally completed and inaugurated on April 20, 1975. Several regional heads and invite attended. And the construction of the Taman Mini Indonesia Indah consists of the main building with the pattern of traditional house, equipped with art performance, rich flora and fauna, and other cultural objects from each region in Indonesia. With the miniature, it is hoped that it will increase love for the Indonesian homeland and also a sense of pride for the nation. So began the project of building a miniature Indonesia called in Bahasa Indonesia Indah, which was carried out by the Harapan Kita Foundation. Pancasila Fire Monument is the main monument of Taman Mini Indonesia Indah, in the form of 5 priests that stands towering in a pool of water that always radiates upward. And the Pancasila Fire Monument is a landmark of Taman Mini Indonesia Indah, as is known as a landmark of Jakarta. The monument is in the form of five trees as high as 45 meters, while the waterfall has a diameter of 17 meters. Between the trees lined up in a circle, there is an empty cavity that with a distance of 8 meters. The number 5 represents that 5 precepts in Pancasila. The members 17, 8, and 45 refer to the date of the proclamation of the Republic of Indonesia on August 17, 1945. The floor of plaza is decorated with a pointed star motif in four colors: red, white, black, and yellow. Red symbolizes courage, fortitude, belief in the truth, and white symbolizes peace, and happiness. Black symbolizes awareness of the nature of life, and yellow symbolizes the spirit of life. And in addition to functioning as a place for the monument, the water pool is also a transformation between the vertical shape of the monument that grows soaring and the wide plain of the plaza that becomes a single unit with the circular pool, while the radiance of the monument as the center of the plaza spread throughout the place. At Taman Mini Indonesia Indah, we can see various forms of traditional buildings in the form of regional pavilion. This pavilion represents ethnic groups throughout the archipelago. This regional pavilion was built near a lake which has miniature of Indonesian archipelago, which is thematically divided into six zones, namely Java, Kalimantan, Sulawesi, Sumatra, Bali, and Nusa Tenggara, Papua, and Maluku. From 1975 to 2000, there were 27 platforms in Taman Mini Indonesia Indah according to the number of Indonesian provinces. However, after Timor-Leste separated itself and was no longer province of Indonesia, the rest of the platform was converted into the Timor-Leste Museum. And in addition, because Indonesia now has 33 provinces, platforms for several new provinces were made, including Bangka Belitung, North Maluku, Banten, Riau Island, Gorontalo, and West Papua. Furthermore, there are gardens, namely the Orchid Garden, Bekisar Park, Bird Park, Jasmine Garden, Cactus Garden, Keong Mas Flower Garden, Living Pamarsi Garden, Indonesian Chinese Cultural Park, and Freshwater Fish Aquarium. In addition, Taman Mini Indonesia Indah has several other rites, namely religious buildings such as the Prince Diponegoro Mosque, the Haleluya Protestant Church, the Santa Catarina Catholic Church, the Penataran Agung Kertabumi Temple, the Kong Miao Temple, the Arya Dwipa Arama Temple. Recreational facilities include the Indonesian Children's Village, cable car, Indonesian Archive Goose Boat, Among Putro Park, Riyadh Maja Park, Tourism Village, snow-based swimming pool. And the last is museum, which is intended to exhibit history, culture, flora and fauna, as well as technology in Indonesia. There are 16 museums in Taman Mini Indonesia Indah, like Indonesian Museum, the Purnabakti Pertiwi Museum, the Indonesian Soldier Museum, the Indonesian STEM Museum, the Heritage Museum, the Transportation Museum, the Electricity and New Energy Museum, the Telecommunication Museum, the Information Museum, the Sport Museum, the Asmat Museum, the Komodo Museum and the Park Reptiles, Insect Museum and Butterfly Garden, Museum of Science and Technology Demonstration Center, Museum of Oil and Gas and Museum of East Timor. Wow, it's enough for today's guy. How much fun isn't it? Learn the history of Taman Mini Indonesia Indah, now the recreational facility in Taman Mini Indonesia Indah, and it's all about Taman Mini Indonesia Indah. Hopefully what I feel comes to you and the information provided can be useful, and hopefully this tour can be a learning remedy for friends at home, and that's enough for me as your tour guide today. Sorry if there is a word error in pronunciation. I hope the information I provide can be useful, and I'm YUNIATIKA. I choose myself. I will see you next time. Dadah!